I can still hear it. Okay. I don't remember the last thing I did. Hey, you want to develop some photos for me?
Ray? Are you having trouble sleeping?
Oh my god, I need you to develop photos for me.
Ray, this is it.
Here you go, Ray. I thought this might have some connection to that photo of the passageway. Buried mummies. It has been reported that in process of rebuilding Kukayashi Temple, which commenced last month, many mummies have been found in the walls of the hallway. In the walls of the area called the Shadow Hallway in Kukayashi Temple, there were stains in the shape of humans. But when that hallway was restored, someone noticed there was something like the root of a tree coming out of the wall. Digging it out, it turned out to be a mummy. In the other stained areas, many more mummies were found, and quite a commotion was raised. The Kukai Temple insists that they are enshrined saints, but certain observers argue that they may have been killed in sacrifice. Thanks, I'll borrow this for a bit. Here you go, Ray. I thought this might have something to do with the photo of the tomb. Thanks. Many bones found in ruins. On the 8th, in a survey of an ancient castle ruins in the northern part of the prefecture, a large number of human bones were discovered in the ground. Stacked tombstones were excavated from the center of the castle, an area thought to be the courtyard. Bone after bone was discovered beneath them. All bones are thought to be from the time the castle was built. The burial clothes seem to indicate that they are from laborers who built the castle. It is believed that they were buried after the castle's completion to protect the plan of the castle or the location of treasure. Or perhaps those who built the castle were killed as a sacrifice. Okay, more documents. Coverage of the abandoned house. Below is a summary of what a newspaper reporter told me about the coverage of the abandoned house. I don't have time before, so please take this as a reference. 1. History of the manor. Okay. They say there were several villages around the manor until the 1900s, but today only the abandoned house remains. Even the landowner does not know when or why it was built. Now only the area around the entrance is left, but originally it was a huge manor, deep and strangely shaped. It seems on old maps a shrine is occasionally drawn in, but now there exists not so much as a trace of it, and not much is known about it. But on the outlying mountains, it seems a myth-like story is told that is connected to the other world. 2. The rumor of the ghost manor may be due to the myth, but since long ago the abandoned house has been called a ghost manor. Many people visit it just because of the rumor. The rumor is that you can meet the dead at the manor, and further that the dead you meet will summon you to the other world. The rumor's origins are said to be in seances that were held in a shrine there, but that's merely a rumor, too. In any case, I think the story of the mountain connected to the other world is the source of the rumor.
You can ask me whatever you want, okay?
Yeah, I want you to fucking look at the photos, you stupid bitch.
Ray, you've been working too hard.
Yeah.
Get some rest.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave. Walk in here. Take a look at this. Nope. Alright, let's go back in his room. I can't tell if it's the textures warping or if that is supposed to be like a spooky thing happening. Where did she go? What? Why did you come downstairs?
Ray, you've been working too hard.
Oh my god.
Get some rest.
Just develop these photos.
What can I do for you?
Thank you. Research them. I already developed them.
I'll let you know if I find anything. It's raining again.
Thank you. You know what? I'm gonna take a picture of you. You and the cat, all snuggled up. bitch. She better have taken all my photos too, otherwise I'm gonna fucking lose it. Alright, file. Oh, there we go. Okay. Looking down the barrel of a gun. Ooh. Truly awful.
Pain again. I thought I wasn't going to have it anymore.
Oh! Whoa!
Want to see anymore?
Yeah, so she does have the camera, but she doesn't have the camera obscura. It looks like a human body. There's a gaping hole in the floor, as if something heavy has fallen through. Wait a minute. Why does this feel so familiar? Is this from the first game? Was she in the first game? I'm so confused. Is the same character in Fatal Frame 1 and 3? Okay, yeah, it is her. Okay, that makes way more sense. I was getting so confused. What, so then she's just like in the mansion from the first game after she dealt with all that shit? That fucking sucks. What? Like, now I actually feel bad for making her, you know, picking on her, but like, hey girl, you already dealt with all this ghost shit. You had the camera obscura. Like, you won against like a real spooky ghost. Oh, yeah, there it is. Is this? Oh shit. I feel like she runs funnier in this one than she did in the first one. I don't know why she runs like that. That's crazy though. Okay. God damn it. Okay. Okay, there we go. How did I miss that shot? Yeah, I missed it again. Okay, I don't know. Does he only go red for a split second? Yeah. Wow, he's got a lot less time on him than the other goes. God, again with it. God, it is so quick. God, I feel like that was harder to do than when I was playing it yesterday. A white expressionless mask. On the back is a metal attachment for hanging. Something has fallen on the floor. You have acquired the Sacred Stone Amulet. Slow ghost movements. By pressing the O button and using the Sacred Stone, you slow the movement of ghosts. It's easy to dodge attacks. Okay. Does she have a separate... There's no way she's got a separate camera. She fucking does. What? Shit. Okay. Yeah, no wonder it felt so different. Alright. That is so wild. I would be so pissed if I had to do this shit again. Like, I mean, that happens in a lot of Japanese horror, though. The character, like, has to go through the same trauma again and again, just pretty much until they die. Maybe it's a thing of, like, where they don't believe in PTSD. Where they're like, no, trauma just haunts you forever, and then you die. Like, okay. Yeah, and then the masks. Oh my god. Dude, that fucking sucks. Oh, and this room, there's gonna be a ghost that's gonna pop out. I hated this room. Fuck. I knew that stupid bitch was gonna appear. Yeah, her timing is totally different. You almost have to get it before she even comes at you. How am I... Do I keep missing? Is it just because I'm not focused on the face? Maybe that's it. There's something on the floor where the ghost of the long-haired woman was. Twilight Stone. Oh, God, and this again. Oh, I'm sorry, man. That sucks. Did you go to the doctor, or is it? Does that make sense? Yeah, breathe. What do you have to do for the breathing treatments? You just have like an air, not like a compressor, but like a, I don't even know what you call those. I guess it's a compressor. Nebulizer? Is that what I'm thinking of? Or I might be totally wrong. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Okay. Yeah, but you don't have to. I was thinking like a manual nebulizer. I don't know, I think that we live in the dark ages. Yeah, turns liquid medicine into a mist. Yes, okay. Is it an infection? I suppose you might, I don't know. I suppose it's hard to know. Hard to know everything. Oh, there's a ghost child. She has to go through this again. She got out of the mansion in the first game, and now she just has to do. There's a whole, ugh, awful. Ugh. Bullshit, I didn't get to do a second hit. Okay, well, we dealt with that. I hate how there's that little ghost girl counts at you when you pause. Mafio. Oh yeah, her brother like fully sacrificed himself to placate a spirit that he was like in love with or whatever. One of them looks like a diary or something with the moisture coming in through the window is smudged writing. I can't read any of it. There's an old book on top of the desk. Crimson Diary. Snow is falling. It's a quiet night. This could be the last snow of the 10 years of changing seasons I've watched from this window. As I watch the snow, I get the feeling that something has passed. Finally, I've severed all of my attachments. I'll give my body over to the ropes and seal the gates. Kisaru. The rope priestess, Himuru Mansion. The memories of a girl who was tied up here. You added Red Diary to your file. I can't believe she has to go through this again. It ain't that like trauma, though. You go through it once, and then your prize for going through it once is going through it again. Can we live a real life? Oh. Did that unlock the front door?
Big brother's over here.
You talking about my big brother? Or... Can we get a real life? Real life? And do we even know what that means?
Over here.
I'm coming, I'm coming. What's up with the orange bar?
Over here.
Oh, and it connects to the rest of the Manor of Sleep. Okay, so the Manor of Sleep is... Dog, that's crazy. Well, the girl from 2 can't be in this, though. I guess there's no reason that she couldn't. I think the canonical ending is that she kills her sister and then leaves. Whoa! Little girl. Oh, why are you so creepy? Can I get in here? No, I guess not. Okay.
Save the two.
Was that Miku's dream? But why? It seems Miku's having that same dream too. I think Miku's got some explaining to do. Oh, Ricky! Not files. Notes. The mound of graves in the courtyard inside the manor. In the ruins of an old castle, the bones of people thought to have worked on the construction were found under a mound. Shrine carpenters were buried alive as sacrifices. Did the same thing happen there too? I was gonna pull up Twitch, make sure that that shows fatal frame. It does. I have more viewers than this other person. That's not fair to say, but this guy could have just. He's got 121 followers. Playing Fantasy Life, Shadow Labyrinth, Zombie Army 4, Dead War. Just trying to get an idea of who else in the world replaying Fatal Frame 3, but looks like it's me and one other guy. Miku tells me the house I went to is famous for being haunted. They say it's a place where people can meet the dead, and that the dead lure people into the other world. The words have stayed in my mind. But what if he really is there inside the manor? Oh, whoops. Calling out to me. What will I do? What would you do? Sacred rope was hung along the narrow corridor behind the door where I heard the moaning, and the walls were covered in black human-shaped stains. There was a similar stain I read in one of the papers about mummified bodies being discovered. Okay, yeah, some of this is just updated. Should just take you to the updated information. The house of Miku's dream is different from the one I've been seeing. The corridor is hung with rope, the blood altar, the woman torn apart. Miku has a memory of these things. Is this place somehow connected to Miku and her memories of her brother? Yeah, just go ask her about all of the time that she had to watch her brother get, like, straight up murderized. She's awful. She's still wounded by what happened, just like me. I would say the girl, Miku, from 1, has dealt with a lot more than what you have so far. Your brother's here, she said in a sad, mournful voice. Miku was stunned by what she heard. Scholar of the Occult, Camera Obscura, he's with, yeah. The old projector from the house I saw in my dream was developed by Kunihiku Asuo, who lived in the second half of the 19th century. Same technology as the Obscura. Okay. Hey, Miku, you in here, girl? I gotta talk to you.
Miku? Ray, I'm sorry. I don't feel so well. I couldn't sleep.
Did you have a dream? Oh, Ray, I don't feel so well today. I didn't sleep. Miku, did something happen yesterday? I just had a strange dream, that's all. Please don't worry about me. By the way, a letter came for you this morning. I left it in the kitchen. Thanks. Get some rest today. And then there's this. Photo of Kai. Kai Amakura. Isn't this him? Where did you find this photo? Yesterday, looking through my brother's albums. My brother worked on the same editing team as you for a while. I thought there might be a photo of him left over from those days. I see. Thank you. On the back of the photo is written, Kai Amakura, recent photo of author. You added Kai's photo to your file. You sure you're okay? I'll give you into tonight to research those photos, but you better have them researched. Being sick is not an excuse for missing out on work. Peter Griffin. Good morning, Peter Griffin, to you. We're all going to be raptured. Well, I'm not going to be raptured. Some of us are going to be raptured today and tomorrow, so hopefully that'll be, that'll take out all of the hardcore Christians out of here. There's a letter on the kitchen counter. It looks like it's from Kai. Miku must have brought it in and left it in here. Dear you, have you listened to the 3 tapes I sent before? Oh, how was that? I'd like you to listen to them before you read the rest. Maybe you won't believe it, but I've had the manner of sleep dream. First I thought I was just thinking about the manner too much, but after listening to these tapes and to Mio, I'm displaying the same symptoms. In the dream, I'm in a snowy manor. I don't remember it well, but it resembles the house I got the camera obscura from. I got a bad sense from the manor, just like the testimonies. The only difference is I was pursuing Mio in the manor, and Mio wasn't dead. If the urban legend of the manor of sleep is true, and I can wake Mio from her dream, maybe I can save her. Even if it makes little sense, I feel I'm getting close to the truth. 3 cassettes? Maybe they're in a used room somewhere? Oh, well, that's fun. I mean, hell can't be that bad. Can it be any worse than the current administration? No, but we are in hell. It's great. They have free healthcare down here.
It seems like you're having a lot of nightmares lately. Are you alright?
Hell is a developed nation.
Again.
Yep.
Again.
Yep. Did you look at the photos? No? Okay, whatever. Alright. Fair enough. I do feel like that's gotta be true. Like, if there is a separation of people who believe in very, very specific religions, and hell is the Christian the Christian person's idea, like, maybe heaven and hell is just that heaven is like, it's a specific place where very Christian people go, and hell is just a different place for people who are agnostic and atheist. And then, like, other people of other religions get their own version of whatever their heaven is. But yeah, I would definitely want to be in the place where there is not religious people. Take the Mormon approach. It's the Mormon hell. Yep. Sorry, everybody. The right religion was Mormon. In the desk drawer, there's a thick envelope. It is from Kai Amakura. Perhaps this is the cassette tape from the letter. Dear you, I got a tape on the manner of sleep urban legend from a source at the hospital. A psychiatrist had recorded the medical condition of a patient. There's a lot of background noise as it was originally recorded on a gramophone. Yeah. I thought I looked at that one. Okay. Mormon. The Mormons. Yeah, they always crack me up. I think the best thing that South Park has accomplished, or the best thing that they've done, is educate people on what the fuck Mormons believe and what the fuck Scientologists believe. Because they're both insane.
In my dream, I saw my mother in that manner. Inside, there was an old shrine. It was cold. Snow was falling. I could hear a song.
Dum 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 dum.
There were so many people going into the shrine.
Yeah, because Scientology had taken Isaac,
Procession. I could smell incense.
the voice actor of Chef, from them. They were very pissed about
Everyone
it.
was hiding their faces.
Which is fair, because,
My
like,
mother was among them.
that shit was fucked
No
up.
matter-
Yeah, I definitely saw that one already.
Yes, that dream.
Yes.
I dreamt of the manor. Yes.
Absolutely, Liddy. It's...
Yes, my name is Sarazawa. It's the same manor. It's a big and
Oh, excuse me. My
quiet
goodness.
manor.
Yeah, you can be a Mormon and be a fine person, but
Cold night.
if you're in the church, especially if you're in Utah, they have done things in that church that are really fucked up. And so it's like,
Song?
yeah, that's true.
Sounds like some sort of a nursemaid song. The child kept stabbing at the doll. When I came to, it always hurt.
Yeah, the crazy part about Mormonism is that they don't tell you everything about it until you turn a certain age.
It's true.
Also a sign of a cult.
Kept spreading.
And Mormonism does requires a 10% tithe. Catholicism recommends it, and they'll kind of shame you for it a little bit if you don't do it, but Mormons, you have to do it. So, you know.
Huh? How many times do I have to explain it? It was a manor, and it was snowing. There was blood. Lots of people, they collapsed all over. In the hallway, in the room, everywhere.
Yeah,
Yes.
my friends were Mormon,
White clothes, but
and
he had no face. There was a hatchet and blood.
I pretty
on the
much talked
wall.
one of them out of it.
I ran as hard as I could. So far.
When I was 15, when I was like 13 through 16, I was pretty, not an atheist in the way that I didn't believe that nothing existed, but I was sort of anti-religion, anti-large religion.
Yesterday, she touched me.
And,
It was
you know,
painfully cold. Even when I woke up.
and the black people, they hate black people.
This tattoo.
Which is super crazy that, like, there are black Mormons, when it's like, the whole concept of being Mormon, like, they believe that black people are cursed people who are inherently evil. And it's like, okay. What about every other skin color then? Why is it only black people? Like, yeah. Yeah, Scientology is like, there's been a lot of people kidnapped and stuff, you know. It's like, large-scale religions, I think, are bad inherently, no matter which one it is. Maybe, like, Buddhism is fine, and Taoism. Just, like, yeah. Well, it's because everything's a cult now. Also, hello, Lucis. And each one is a different kind of cult, because you can be, I was like Lutheran, and I wouldn't say that that felt like a cult, because like they gave you all the information, you know, I was aware of everything that was going on, um, like the Bible stories, like that is what it was. There was no search for special action hide. Oh, he can't fight back? Oh, you son of a bitch. Yep, corporation's a cult. Water park simulator. What the fuck is water park simulator? I've heard of Schedule 1, and I know people really like that, but simulator? Oh, it's like a park simulator. Okay. Oh, but you can go down. Oh, okay, okay. I see. Looks like it's on the Google Play Store too, so I could play a mobile version of this. Well, that's really fun. I like that. But yeah, Liddy, cults, corporations, religions, even cults of personality also sort of suck, like when it comes to people who are like really into like destiny or, you know, God, I don't want to fucking hide. That sucks. You know, we're really in the age of cults. That's super funny. Well, because it's like, I come here to clock in, clock out, and make money. Like, that's it. I have no desire to be a family. I have no desire to do anything besides my job. Because, you know what? That's the only thing that I'm required to do to earn money. I don't need to be happy about having a job. The Middle Ages were cults too, but there was like, everyone was sort of in the same ones, you know? Now I feel like we have too many. Like, you could be in the cult of like Undertale. There are people who are like super crazy about Undertale to an unhealthy degree. And that's weird. You know, it's like, because you can like it, you can watch the anniversary streams, you can enjoy things. Yeah. That's true. That's true. And that's how religion came about, is because everyone was forced to be in one specific cult. At least then you have a sense of community, because everyone believes the same thing. Now you talk to people and they're like, they'll mention the cult of Trump. Like, now that's a cringy fucking cult. Purple Diary 1. How many days has it been? How many months? How many years? Many outsiders have been brought here, but none of them are like him. He said my hair was beautiful, but no matter... I would say that I would classify you in an... If it was unhealthy, but then again, I don't know what you do outside of this stream. But based on what I see in this stream, you know, you're not going into other people's streams and being like, doing spoiler reveals and stuff, because I feel like a cult automatically wants to be better than other people in the cult. Like, you have to prove that you are more versed in the thing than the other person is. And so then it has to become like a match. Or at least in fandoms. I guess in other cults they try to, well, they do that too, but yes, if you're in a cult and you're really into it, you're probably an asshole. Many outsiders have been brought here, but none of them are like him. He said my hair was beautiful, but no matter how much I arrange it, he'll probably never know how I feel. All I can do is comb my hair and wait for him. That way, when he comes back with his camera, he'll take my pictures again. Yeah, absolutely. Engraved with holly reflects the light. A black clump of something is stuck to the wall behind the mirror stand. It looks like hair. Look. That's why you can't be in fandoms like without having, you have to like go out of your way to not engage with people being hyperbolic. Mm-hmm. Or they gatekeep the version of the thing you like. Like if you watch an anime dubbed instead of subbed, and then they're like, "Oh, what's wrong with you?" It's like, hey man, what? I'm just enjoying a medium. Like, I remember when my wife and I watched the dub of Squid Games, and we were like, oh yeah, it's fine. And then I saw people online being like, this is the worst thing that's ever happened. Like, you won't be able to enjoy it if you watch the dub. And I was like, I enjoyed it just fine. Maybe I'm getting out of the realm of cults here, but I'm just talking about petty things that make me annoyed. And that was one of them. The paper screen window is fixed in place, but I can't see outside. It's like, shit, man. Just let people enjoy things. Don't tell them that they need to, I don't know, or not be gay and stuff. Yeah, you know, you can, and I think that if you have a blog or something and you write articles about it or you share your opinion, like that should be totally allowed. And then once you share your opinion, you should be able to, other people should be able to like you're not gonna attack someone online about it. You're not gonna be like, that show was fucking dog shit. You guys are stupid for liking it, you know? I feel like that's sort of the behavior you want to avoid. Which we'll see how Liddy ends up feeling about the Homestuck anime. Yeah, you have your own particular version of the thing you like and how you would like it. You know? It's true. And that's, I mean, going back to the cult thing, I feel that way about Christianity, where it's like, hey man, if you have your own personal relationship to Jesus and like you go to church every once in a while, but you could really go to any church that celebrates Jesus, like that's fine. Like you can have your own thing going on. But for people to be like, you're going to hell because you're not specifically following this subsect of Christianity, that's where it's like, all right guys, what are we doing here? I think the best thing is to enjoy things with nuance in mind. Know that there is gray in life. Oh God.
Somebody here?
Do I have to like move around? Yeah, there's a lot of splintered subsects of Christianity. That would be interesting if that was enough to take Homestuck away from you. Not in a good, haha, interest, not in that kind of way, but just like, I feel like that's what Kingdom Hearts 3 did to me for a little bit. Where I'm like, okay, I'm not in the Kingdom Hearts fandom anymore. And then I went back to play it and I'm like, oh no, I actually do like this. I was just sort of, you know. am I supposed to do? I'm so confused on my objective here. Am I supposed to be hiding from her? Well, this guy doesn't have a camera obscura. He just has a regular old camera. Yeah, what made you stop caring about Homestuck before? Oh shit. I'm so confused on this hiding mechanic. Oh, just time passing. Yeah. That's fair. I feel like time is the main murderer of most fandoms. That it's like if you just end up if you don't care anymore, then like because there's just been too much time in between things that you enjoy, that it's like that's the killer, officer. Take him in. Yeah, that it's not. Well, and I think, at least in my experience, the biggest time or the most culty you can possibly be about a piece of media is normally when you're like 12 to 16. You know, like, it's mostly kids. You just gotta watch out for people who never grow out of it. Yeah. It's like the difference between being like defending Homestuck, saying like the F slur and the R slur and all that, versus just being like, yeah, there's problematic parts of it, but you know, I enjoy what I enjoy. It's like when I thought Fight Club was like the deepest movie of all time. It's very, it's not. Spoiler, it's not. Yeah, if you can't have a little bit of gray in your fandom and you only have the white from the black and white, you probably don't actually like the medium that you like, which is very interesting, Lucis. It'll tie back to talking about anime on a podcast. Because if people do listen to it, like if quote unquote normies listen to it, then we have to be a little wary of you know, people who like things without without any subtlety. I don't see why we can't talk about Chainsaw Man in a civilized way without there being crazy people. But, you know, I'm hedging my bets that we might, you know. Lucis is safe for now from the magic 8-ball. Need the magic cue ball. Like from Homestuck. Oh. Well, I was planning on doing it, but the 8-ball says otherwise. So where the hell am I supposed to be going? I wasn't able to explore the whole mansion before. I needed to, like... Oh yeah, it must want me to go this way. Maybe. Oh god. I'm pretty sure I didn't promise anything. Fuck. Hold on. Can I hide where this guy's hiding? Yeah, media is always hard to know exactly what you're looking for. That's why sometimes you have to take a chance on things. It's like every time my wife and I watch a black and white movie that what I normally do is pick 3 movies and like say, okay, we have to choose from one of these 3. So I narrow down the choices. And then from there, we choose from one of those 3. And every time I'll choose a black and white movie or an older movie most of the time. And then, yeah, you just have to take a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. You never know. Never know when something is going to be without slop. Because most things are sloppy nowadays. They got that sloppy Joe... something. Something. Okay, is she out of here, or... I really hope there aren't too many missions with this guy. I hope this is like a one and done kind of thing. Because this is kind of annoying. this open up now because the ghost thing happened? Oh, it did. Okay. 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 Yeah, I think I set Haunted Hotel to download. That should have happened automatically. Okay, I was gonna say, that door can't also open, and the entire mansion is open. I don't see the ghost. Yeah, I agree with you, Lucis. I'm very much like... Sometimes you need a few chapters to really understand if you like something or not. And that is definitely that kind of a show. Like, where it's like, okay, is this... Yeah, how is this gonna make me feel? Oh, she's upstairs. Okay. Do I need to go upstairs, or can I just run this way? Yeah, I would recommend not watching it for a little while. Maybe just wait until you think you might be... Yeah. Well, and then you can watch all the episodes too, which that can be really nice, honestly. God, these floors are so fucking squeaky. How am I supposed to sneak around here? Nope. It's been... I love how she's just standing there. It's been nearly half a month since I entered this mansion. It's still snowing outside. Once the snow melts, I'll be parted from Kyoku and most likely never be able to return. Men are not needed in the manor. If necessary, I could run away, but if possible, I would like to take Kyoka with me. That feeling is what keeps me here. Sometimes worshippers from nearby villages come here. All of them cover their faces and head into the shrine. Today's worshipper seemed like a woman. She was holding a child-sized bundle and it looked as if she was crying. I can also hear that lullaby. I wonder if this ceremony is like that, some sort of funeral. Okay. Boy. Okay, no, I can't hurt her. Okay. That's good to know. Damn, I ran straight into it. Yep. No, that is absolutely true. Because the owl, you know, I hate to be this person, but sometimes what makes some creations good is, you know, having editors and having, like, you know, professionals around them that help steer the writing into a place that makes more sense. It's like the differences you can feel from Adventure Time versus what's that other one, the space one with the fucking the other show Pendleton Ward created that was like a YouTube show, and they were allowed to swear, and Catbug's in it, and I like Catbug. That show's also good, but it's like cohesively it feels sort of all over the place, which can make it a bit harder to want to rewatch versus Adventure Time. Yeah, Bravest Warriors, where it's like, it's cool, and I did like it, and I thought it was funny, but you know what I haven't done? Rewatch Bravest Warriors. I did watch all the way through Adventure Time. So, like, yes, the creator might be able to do the things that they want to do, but maybe, sort of like George Lucas, the creator needs to be funneled and not allowed to do whatever they want, because it can end up being more of a problem, because they may not know how to make things palatable. And when you have something yeah, not super technical, just in general as a biome. Oh yeah, no, definitely for the actual show itself, Lucis, I agree. It's very confusing the way that the lore drop at the beginning happens. But yeah, mangas, like, and that's, yeah, you just need editing, and everyone needs it. Like, you know, you have to, you're not gonna strike comedy gold every single time you talk. No one is like that. For every YouTuber that you see, you know, 30 minutes, they probably recorded for like 4 hours, and they were like doing multiple takes and multiple jokes and multiple everything. So yeah, it's yeah. But if you are a single artist and you're trying to create a very striking thing that is not supposed to be palatable specifically, then I feel like you can create really cool art that people can more appreciate, because they're not looking to be placated during that. Like horror films. There are some horror films or like weird movies that are like, they feel bad to watch, but you enjoyed it because there was the artistic merit of it. You know, it's not like Midsommar is a fun movie to watch, but it's a movie that, you know, strikes you deep. And so when people are like, oh, Knights of Guinevere is from the creator of Owl House, then you associate those two things together. And there's also jokes in Knights of Guinevere, which is like, are you trying to be like a kids show, or what are we doing here? Yeah. Midsommar made me feel something. Made me feel like I had just dropped some drugs, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And I do think that Homestuck suffers a bit from the first 100 or so chapters, but then after that it is getting better. And technically, Homestuck does have editors in a way, because it's a fandom created, you know, it's pushed forward by the forum who comes up with ideas that the person can play off. It's almost like crowd work. It's very interesting. Okay, I still didn't. Hold on. All right. An image of something has emerged in the photo. It looks like somewhere else. Oh, it's where the hair is. Okay. Yeah. Extreme contact with the fans. Yeah. And that's, again, it's not a bad thing at all. It's like, it's really, really interesting to have that sort of a situation be in play. Because, like, I think the more freaky you get with art, the cooler it can be. I think specifically trying to go to a place where, like, you maybe haven't been able to go before because things were so, what was I gonna say? Where the hell am I going? Okay, I gotta figure out where I'm going first. Okay, I think I was going this way? Was I on a different floor before? Yeah, I was on the second floor. Okay. So yeah, I need to go up to the second floor. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting art out there. And if you're going to do a big budget show, it has to be, you have to have a group of it has to be a collaborative effort, and that collaboration is what makes it good. I don't know. I guess that's where I was trying to go with this.
You said you would come back.
Yes, collaboration hedges bets in a safer way than trying to do one artist's vision. Like Hideo Kojima is a great example where it's like, hey, maybe Metal Gear was better when there was more people involved, and they didn't let him do as much stuff that he wanted to do. Yeah, too much collaboration also has its downsides. It's all, man, you gotta really, it's really like walking on a razor. Yeah. And I think that modern television suffers from that a lot. In a way that is really unfortunate. Where everything is supposed to be for all four quadrants. But then again, art has always kind of suffered from that. Yeah. Yeah, you need to have a good editor. You need to have good producers. I feel like a good producer for collaboration is one of the most important things. Because, like, you never know what the hell the producer is gonna do. Okay, well, you mean 3 writers, or like... Just 3. One person to animate, one person to write, and one person to coordinate with all of the labor, the outsourced labor for the other countries that they're sending the rest of the work to. One guy designs the shoes, another guy sells the shoes, and the other guy gets children in Korea to make them for 4 cents a piece. Man, this is definitely my least favorite chapter of this game. The pain engraved into the tattooed priestess becomes a dream and eats away at her soul. The pain, or the attachment to this world, is impaled as a doll dyed in soul ink and enshrined, and then the handmaiden's song must be sung and prayers must be said for the priestess to lay in peace. This impalement is the duty of the handmaidens. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, like 3 people sort of focusing on creating. Yeah. And then obviously you have, like, you know, it's just the other people that you need. Like, a director's vision could be really good, but if they don't have a good cinematographer, then, you know, maybe it won't look the way it should. Those collaborations, I think, are very, very important when it comes to mediums of art. The tattooed priestess must lose all of her attachments to this world during the rite of commandment. For this reason, those who enter the Kuze shrine must be sure to cover their faces with masks and carry out the ceremony without feeling. Yeah. Well, that's just it, though. That's, if there are people who have a unique vision, they prove themselves so producers get off their back, you know, and then they are able to go forward with the team that they have the freedom to hire or fire people if they're not doing exactly what they need them to do. That's all the better, you know. Like, people should be allowed to have creative teams behind them, and I'm sure Knights of Guinevere is an example where they do, but also something comes to mind that is gonna sound kind of mean, but I said Rebecca Sugar had come up on my, like, YouTube for me page, and she was talking about a song that she had just made, and she did like a music video or an animation for it, and it's, I don't know how else to describe it, but oh yeah, did I say, I meant they if I said something else, they, yeah. But maybe I just said Rebecca Sugar. But they, Rebecca, Miss, I suppose you'd use Mr. in this scenario of they, but Sugar, the animation they posted, yeah, but no one uses, you shouldn't be using Instagram, it'll rot your brain. But the animation they posted, I don't know what MX means. Mixes sugar. Well, that's funny, actually. Mixing sugar. But they posted a music video. And the thing that I was going to say about that music video is that, like, it clearly is for Rebecca only. Because, like, watching it, I'm like, this is so specific, because Rebecca was talking about how they made the video Sir Mix-a-Lot. Well, I suppose that has a Sir in it. But the music video is clearly made for them. Like, it's just a project for them. Because watching it, like, the song's not really good at all. And what's happening in the music video is really confusing, because they were talking about when they were in art college and they viewed their seniors as, like, angels. And, like, that's such a bizarre thing to do and think about. Like, I think that's, like, one of the most naive things I've ever heard in my entire life, which is fine. There should be people who are naive in this life. But, like, I just don't think, I guess it's hard for me to imagine who it would appeal to besides people who just like Rebecca Sugar. but they wouldn't seek it out if it wasn't made by them specifically. And I think that that's a case where you get to sort of ride your fame on something and show the world something that they would not be interested in otherwise, which can be good and bad. But I guess I just had to get my thoughts out on that, because it was like I watched it and I'm like, okay, what was this about? Why did you release this? I'm sure you could find it without much Googling. Or with one Google. Alright, hold on here. Ice water is what it is called. I don't know if it's copyrighted, but I'll just do a little bit of it. Yeah, it's like them when they were going to art school. It's like ice water spilling in my shoes, and then like their friends and their experience of drawing and viewing your friends as angels, and I don't know it. You'll have to let me know if you listen to it, Liddy, and see what you think, but I just thought it was like, it's just not a good song. Yeah, it's a music video. It is especially forbidden, oh, you can see the faces showing up in the background, for men to enter the Kuze shrine without concealing their faces in order to keep the priestess's heart from stirring. Yeah, give me a review. I would love to know what someone else could possibly think about it, because I listened to it and I'm like, man, this is bad. But it doesn't, it sounds like it's only for Rebecca. Like, it doesn't sound like it's for anybody else, which that's the part where I'm like, that's fascinating. Some sacred object must have been displayed here. Something is written in tiny letters on the shelf. Offer up the tome of instruction, written in the ink of the etching of the soul. There's something, a butterfly key. Oh. Yeah. And, yeah. It's something where trying to imagine someone listening to it for, like, fun is, like, would break my brain in half. Because I like, you gotta listen to it, lady. You gotta listen to it. You gotta let me know what you think. Because I like her songs in, you know, in Steven Universe. I thought those were good. But then they were also accompanied by a story I cared about, you know. Can I actually kill ghosts, or was it just that one ghost? There we go. I'm gonna have to take all the help I can get here. Jesus Christ! God damn. There we go. Oh yeah, I can kill him. Okay. Yeah, really, really good storyboarders. Yeah, it's like the one creative. The director doesn't do everything, and thinking so is something that they used to do more. They used to make you think that every part of, and that's why, like, when film started, like, you had to, they created SAG and stuff so that you will be credited. That's what the credits are for, because, like, if they didn't have to credit people, they would love that. They would love being like, this is a Disney product. No one made this besides us. Oh, that's right. I can't fight this one specifically. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, Nintendo hates crediting people, which is awesome, you know? That's always great to do. Sequel Netflix, because I think the sequel's trying to go independent. I'm here for it. What show is that, Lucis? Yeah. Yeah, video games did that for a long time, where they would not credit anyone who worked on it. That was, yeah. All right, I gotta grab another drink. I'll be back in a second, or a couple minutes. Oh, Dragon Prince, yeah. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, they also would punish people if they wanted to be listed in the games, and that made more sense in Atari's case when there was like the hotshot game developers. I feel like, oh shit, that's right, I'm in the middle of this. I feel like in later times with Nintendo and Sega, like, then it feels like it's just an excuse. I did understand it with Atari, but they still should have been able to have credits, because if they were able to be credited, then they would have been paid more too, because that's what they basically told them, is that you just have to make games, and you know, it doesn't, you're just making them, it doesn't matter, like, doesn't matter how good they are, you just make them, we do a bunch of coke, and then we go to the next ones. That's specifically Atari in the 70s. Boy, I tell you what, they were doing a lot of coke back then. Anything that happened in the 70s, just assume that coke was probably involved. Coke up, team. We're going in. I'm gonna make E.T. in one night. Oh, I did it too quick. There we go. I do not have a lot. Well, I suppose I have a good amount of film, but its charge shot sucks. Oh, there you are, you son of a bitch. Damn. Yeah, so what did you think of the song? God, he gets hit for so much damage. The only guy in any of these games that he sucks to play as. Go figure. Is this guy dead? Or... Well, I think that you could still judge it. What did you think of the actual song itself? Because I didn't think the song was good, like the lyric part and the music video that goes along with it. Fair enough. I think it was well animated. Yeah, because you're then paying attention to the video too much. I think it accomplished exactly what she was trying to accomplish, but it just doesn't seem like that's something that other people really want to see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not really great at putting how I feel about music into words, probably because I spend too much time watching movies and figure out how to put that into words. But something just like about the chorus and the melody, like it sounded fine, but I just could not imagine listening to it. And not that every song needs to go on a playlist, but and I will get one other bias out of the way, is that her saying how much she loves life and how she got to go to art school and it was so fun and amazing and that she had a great partner during it and she was so excited about it and she viewed her friends as angels. It just comes off as like an incredibly privileged thing in a way that strikes me to my core. She bullied you with music? How? Yeah, I don't know anything about Rebecca's past. I was just taking whatever was there at face value. And sadness and privileged, while not fair, because everyone experiences their own version of sadness, comes off as, I don't know, it's harder to relate to. Well, yeah, you're a weird kid, Lucis. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I agree. Like, you got to go to art school? Must be nice. Again, it's not fair, and I'm not the target demographic, but that is how I feel. That it's like, it just comes off to me as sort of like a, not pretentious, but like, I don't know. Again, naive. That's the way that I would put it. It's just that it feels incredibly naive. And that's not bad, and maybe it's not naive, and maybe I just don't know enough about her to, like, you know, be able to talk like that, but like, that's how it feels to me. Only the one guy, right? Yeah, see, Liddy? There you go. You're in the cult of the sugar. You're in the sugar cult. So now, every time they make something, you're like, well, there's something that's deeper. Which I've definitely done with filmmakers before, but... Okay, where the hell is this key supposed to go? Yeah, Lydia, I'm just giving you the old razzle dazzle, the old rizzle dizzle. You've been razzed, sucker. I have not, Lucis. What is that about? Dude, where the fuck am I supposed to be going? I know I got a key. But, like, I haven't... Because there wasn't a key there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I remember going upstairs and then having to climb on some boards. Where was that at? Is Project Zomboid a survival game? God, I remember going upstairs. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it out there, Lucis. A survival game has to. I just don't like survival games. Survival horror, like this, fun. But if I have to craft and think about like food and water and stuff, it just automatically kills me because like I gotta think about food and water in my own life. That is a very interesting habit, Liddy. Where the hell were those other stairs? Can't believe how lost I am. I mean, I guess I can believe how lost I am. I tried playing a little bit of Fallout 1. Definitely a game that I won't say aged poorly, but you have to be in a very specific kind of mood for that. Where did he get summoned in at? Yeah, it should be right there. Man, what the hell? Yeah, that would be the different part, is the actively listening. That's the part that's like, most people are not actively listening when they have stuff in the background. Or they're listening to like podcasts, something like that. Yeah, pretty sure I know where I'm going. I feel like comedy is something where that can definitely work. And then if a joke seems like it's like needing a visual, then you can like rewind it. What random thing do you hate, Lucis? Hey, I swear. Maybe I didn't go in here. I didn't. I bet I didn't. No, I didn't. Oh, for dumb. Okay, and then I go. Yeah, the like. That would hurt your wrists if you ran like that. I know that's why some people watch streams, that they just have it on in the background, and then they hear the streamer say something funny and they're like, oh, that's based. But they do it with things that are like not not good. Shit, where the fuck is the key supposed to go? Maybe this away? Nope. Hmm. Yeah, hiding hiding chat is definitely a good idea in a lot of cases. Because a lot of people's chats get very toxic very fast. And yes, Lucis, I absolutely agree. Yeah, there can be a trope that will just kill you the moment that you look at it and you're like, oh god, not this again. Well, that's too bad. Or maybe it's... No, I just went there. Okay. What key do I have? Butterfly key. Okay. Fatal Frame 3. The door in the barred hallway. Damn it. Gotta make it more toxic. Like Britney Spears? Oh, here where there was the butterflies. For fucking stupid. For fucking stupid. God, of course.
We were always going to be together. So, I want to go too.
Hey, being a coward isn't always a bad thing. People confuse being cowardly with, you know, being smart enough to not say crazy things.
So, I want to go too. So we can be together again.
Being cowardly sometimes is just self-preservation. Wow, she woke up and it's immediately nighttime? Okay. Can't believe how lost I got there. Yeah, like if someone dares you to do something incredibly stupid, just say no. And they'll be like, come on, pussy. And they'll be like, what do I get? Like, there's no way anything you could offer me would make me want to jump off this roof. 31 years old. I can't just tuck and roll. Yeah, but these are some of the strongest things out there. Have you seen the theory that Kirk's head was so strong that he stopped the bullet from going into people behind him? Which is fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. It was all bone. When your brain is that smooth. I'm not joking. You think I could come up with something that stupid on my own? No way. A conservative has to say it first. Oh God. Oh God. Satoko, no! Oh, she really let her wrap her arms all the way around. Oh. A dream within a dream? Christopher Nolan played Fatal Frame 3, and that's where he got the idea. Yeah, Lydia, I know that you had mentioned that you confused this game with another series. And there is another photo ghost game, and Lucis said that he had played that. And that started after the last one of these came out. Right, about that photo on the doll and the skewer. I wasn't able to find anything on it. I thought it might be similar to the legends of the straw dolls passed on in Tonho. Anyway, it has something to do with folklore, so you might find something in one of Yu's books.
You can ask me whatever you want, okay?
I was just thinking maybe that's what you were thinking of instead of
It's raining again.
Fatal Frame.
It seems like you're having a lot of nightmares lately. Are you alright?
I'm fine. Off my back, woman. Get off my well-defined hips. And my corset shirt that I wear every day. That is cute. It's a very cute shirt. She's very attractive. But you wearing the same shit every day, girl? God damn. It's a photograph of scenery closely resembling the scenery in the other photograph. In many regions, particularly in the mountain areas, there remains a folk practice of dressing up dolls that make from straw, earth, or cloth, and worshipping them as idols. The doll in the picture was reported by an Iwate resident. It is called Kushimi. And when someone dies in the village, they weave the hair of the deceased into the straw and have it to wear his or her kimono. The doll is fixed onto skewers and put before a shrine at the edge of the mountain. The doll is enshrined for up to 1 month after the death, and after that period passes, it is cast into the river behind the shrine together with various offerings. In this region's tradition, there is said to be a cave in the mountain connecting to the land of the gods. The dead who became Kushimi stand between the village and the mountain. They take upon the village's evil and head to the land of the gods. In a neighboring village, there is said to be a similar doll called Ugushi. Now, this one is the spirit of a person who died young and is deified in the mountains. In one interpretation, both village and mountain have a protective deity standing in the border between people and gods. In another sense, burdening the dead with evil, or deifying the spirit of the young in a mountain, connotes human sacrifice. You know, something bizarre about playing some of these Japanese horror games is that, like, in the first and second one, you're playing as, like, what's clearly supposed to be, like, a 16-year-old maybe, or older. Maybe they're 17, 18. And I don't know if that is, if you're supposed to, like... Oh, what's the cat doing? What's in here? What's the dog doing? What was I gonna say? Yeah, but in a lot of horror games, they focus on, like, if you're playing as a girl, you know, you're playing as someone young, but, like, this game to actually have someone who's 20-something? Let's see, Fatal Frame 3. Ray, right? Age? Let's see. Yeah, 23. That's pretty much spot on. To have, like, an adult, it's like, oh yeah, I'm... This is stupid to say. I don't even know why I'm saying it. But it's like, oh yeah, she has... Oh god, the cat got in there. How the fuck did that happen? But she, like, actually has hips, and it's like, man, that's... I'm so glad that I'm just attracted to adult women. You know, I don't have any, like... I see lolly stuff, or, you know, like, it shows up in an anime, and I'm like, this is fucked, man. I have no... There's nothing in my brain that that wants anything to do with that side of the world. But as soon as you're playing as a girl character with a little bit of hips, I'm like, well then. Very base human brain activity.
Too hard. You should get some rest. It's raining again.
Okay. But then, like, on the flip side, it's so crazy to think that there are adult women who are attracted to, like, little boys, like the Shotokan stuff, because, like, it's all perverse, but that shit is, like, extra crazy perverse. I don't know. It's all gross. Everything is gross. We live in a bad time. I don't know what I'm saying. Someone stop me. Take the shot. I think my point was too lukewarm. My point was, I'm attracted to adult women, and I think that people who are attracted to young girls, like 16 through 18, are bizarre, and I don't know why there are so many games focused on them. Whenever there is a man that you play as in a horror game, it's always like an older guy, you know, like 25 to 45. I do love women. Spirit Stone radio. Looks like an old radio. Is this the radio I dreamed about last night? There is a book here that seems to go with the radio. Radio transmissions. As mentioned previously, occultist Kunihiko Asuo has actively appropriated Western craft with the goal of explicating ancient Japanese belief in and legends of the other world. It is said that he finally was able to establish communication with the other world. The first example of this is the Otherworld Crystal Radio Signal Receiver, otherwise known as the Spirit Stone Radio. The Spirit Stone Radio, Spirit Stone, was the name his colleagues used later. In Dr. Asuo's research material, it is usually simply referred to as the crystal. The principle of the crystal radio is that it utilizes the special wave detection property of crystal to pick up the appropriate band of wavelength. Asuo focused on that fact that stones have been known from ancient times to carry occult properties. If he could find a special crystal, he thought perhaps he could capture signals from the other world. It is said that his experiment was a success, and the records note that he was able to capture sound at a range outside that of normal broadcasting. The documentation of the sounds have been lost, but Asuo's associations left behind several testimonials saying they heard words of the past and words of ghosts. Joe Cat? Oh. I know who you're talking about. The guy who got, like, absolutely destroyed online because he said that he likes women. Absolutely nothing crazier on the internet that when you say that you love, like, attractive women, like, people will fucking give you death threats, because I'm pretty sure they probably were all pedophiles. The dream I had yesterday. He made that song and they're like, well, you didn't put children in there, so you're obviously not attracted to real girls. it's just, I feel like it was so weird when I was just, no, they were saying that, like, yeah, but it's sexist. It's sexist to want to be attracted to women. Yeah, it's almost like people hate women no matter the circumstance. So if you say you appreciate women, people will call you gay. Which is fucking crazy. That's what I was just thinking earlier when I was saying that it's like my angle of what I was talking about was that I'm attracted to adult women, and that's a controversial opinion.
Ray, what's the matter? It seems like you're having a lot of nightmares lately. Are you alright?
Like, yeah, how can you be attracted to a woman if she doesn't have big old fake bitties and she's a tiny Asian woman and what? I guess I'm gay? If you like to clean, you're gay. If you do some cunnilingus, that's gay as fuck. Like, I don't think so, actually. That's like a whole episode of The Sopranos, and I'm pretty sure someone gets killed over it. That someone says that the person likes to eat pussy, and then the other guys find out, and he like kills himself. And it's like, it's so confusing. The internet, not good. I guess that wasn't even during the internet. Just people's opinions, not good. Yeah. It's the way that the character is, especially in media, where it's like, if they were a 1,000-year-old dragon, they would probably be very dignified, and they would probably have a more of a personality of your grandmother. They wouldn't have the personality of a little girl who acts like they're 6. That doesn't really make much sense. You know what I mean? And so I think one of the things that I usually look out for in those situations where it's like, is the person who is a smaller woman, does she act like a woman or does she act like a girl? Yeah, you know what I mean, Lucis, that like they would have seen so many people live and die, and that's true, yeah. Cleaning up after yourself is very gay. Wiping your butt, using a bidet, saying you're sorry or thanking someone. Yeah, no, that is absolutely true. That is a true statement. What is there in that courtyard beyond that door? And that's why, especially back in the day, it still happens right now, but back in the 80s and 90s when, you know, we were in like peak dipshit masculinity era, I don't know, maybe we were still in that. I don't know. Well, I don't know if that ever left. But they did say, you know, racing stripes where women had to clean up their, you know, needed to clean up. after themselves. I think they're dipshit. Okay, what was I gonna say? What was I checking on? Plex. I think they have their own login. I haven't seen anything pop up, so I'm assuming no one's been using Plex lately, but let me... Okay, account settings... Manage library access. They actually have their own login. So it should be their email address. And doing password. Should send password reset. There we go. There we go. What was I doing? I do not know how many nights this is. Flex, 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 flex. Lucis is using it right now. I always love to see what people have been watching. One of my friends just watched Poor Things. The hell is Love Jones? Must be something she asked me to download. Lucis is watching Handyman Saito in Another World. Or at least it was up on your computer. If it's live in a browser, or if it's in a browser, it'll show up there. Even if you're not currently playing it. Red dolls. The ceremony is called impalement and is carried out by young girls called handmaids. Yeah. Yeah, so you probably have it still up in a web browser. Friend of you's researching the manner of sleep. He and you were researching an urban manor or legend about the manner of sleep. He started looking, but he got sucked into in the course of his research, and now he's trying to find a way to escape from the booms. Okay, so that's his niece, Mio. Oh, that makes more sense. The woman who pinned her combed hair. I've been waiting. Did this camera once belong to the man she was waiting for? Maybe he left her in the camera here and set out for somewhere. I mean, I got a lot of stuff in Plex, but yeah, one of my, my brother-in-law's partner, was trying to log into Plex. And, they should be, I don't know. Did you waterboard someone, Lucis? Scholar of the occultism, yeah. Oh yeah, and then he also did radio. I don't know why that was my first thought, but... Old radio, yeah. This game would be very confusing if you'd only played this one and you did not play 1 or 2. What was I gonna check? I thought somewhere it showed me what night I was on. Maybe that's on the save screen. I remember the pee joke. A pee in the water park. I mean, let's put it on there. Bring it up. Homestuck. Homestuck? No. Is it just called Homestuck? Anime? That's right. Homestuck, the animated pilot. Where is it going to be released on? I guess that's a question I didn't think about. Is it just going to be on YouTube? Oh, well then on YouTube I don't need to download it. I don't try. There's a few things that I've downloaded that are on YouTube, because I believe, isn't the Digital Circus on YouTube? The Amazing Digital Circus? Oh no, it's on Netflix. No, never mind. Is it on both? Oh yeah, it's all on YouTube. Interesting. That's confusing. Well, anyway, stuff that I like to download from YouTube is only if I want to see it at a higher quality, because YouTube's compression fucking sucks. And generally for stuff that you want to watch in like 4K, it's better to just download it, especially if they have it, the source file available somewhere else. I was gonna try to look up to see how many nights there were. So I don't even know if I'm close to being. This is hours. Hour 5. Oh, okay. So it just says it in hours. So I'm in hour 5, and there's 14 hours. So yeah, I am not that far into this. Well, at least all 3 characters have their camera obscura. Because having to fucking hide sucks. I hate that so much. Okay, hour 6. Never mind. I'm a little further in. About halfway. No less than halfway. But the last 2 chapters are usually pretty short, so. Hell of a boss. Hey, look at me, Miss Hell Boss. Circus, I do like internet art. I think it's the best form of expression. I don't know what that character was, but I was really feeling the oats there. I feel like I was attacking my own audience. Oh, thank you for popping in, Lucis. I will meet our deadline. The podcast getting into pre-production. Thank you for joining in. I never know what I'm gonna say. I don't honestly know how people stream and like have. I don't know if they go out of their way to have canned responses, or if some people just like that's actually how they talk, is in responses that feel like more canned. I don't know. But I always try to say something at least a little different every stream. A piece of wood wrapped in cloth has been tied with sacred rope to the tree in the middle of the courtyard. What looks like a curse of some kind has been written in tiny script all over the cloth. A straw doll impaled on bamboo stakes all around the tree seem to be mown in the wind. It's not enough, said the man who stood here. What was not enough? The world is not enough. It's a James Bond movie. Okay. Hey, I heard you were a wild one. Hey, I heard you were a wild one. Wild one. Wild one. I like that this sort of combines all three games into one when it comes to like gameplay and gameplay, characters, styles. All right. God, these floors are so squeaky. I feel like I look at the map like 100 times in one of these little chapter sections. Which, you think I would memorize something by now, but nah.
Get back! Stay away!
Looks like somebody spilt some cranberry juice. Wonder if this is going to be a four-priest situation. They always love doing four priests. Okay, is there another entrance? Looks like there should be a couple other entrances. I suppose I will. Hold on. See if I can get this picture taken. No, she disappears. Okay. That's right, she has this whole courtyard. There's stairs there. Oh, this girl's back? Come on. God damn it. Alright, you son of a bitch. We get an A rank before you know it. Probably not in time though, so. Excuse me. Oh, that's a lot of blood. Oh god! Oh god! What? Can't believe that counted. Oh god. Ah. Oh, there's one doll. An old book has been left behind where the ghost was. When building or repairing the Kuze shrine in the last passage, all the carpenters of the Moriyama family, except their leader, must be prepared to stay behind, never to return. Excluding one who exceeds in their craft, all the carpenters must fulfill their duty to protect the secrets of the shrine by being buried as the sacrificial pillars lining it. The remaining Moria carpenter must become the master builder and ensure that the craft is carried on to the next generation. Man, that's such bullshit. You literally have to die because you built a building? Like, fuck that, man. I wonder if her night was a lot more about, or this night is going to be a lot more, like, I don't want to say setup, but, that it felt like you were just consistently playing as her, and then that sort of dropped out and you started switching to the other characters. Yeah, also, I gotta go to the bathroom. I will be back in a sec. Okay. Oh man, I'm trying to think if I should keep playing this one or if I should. I don't know. Yeah, that's not a lot. I feel like I'm hitting my limit with 3 hours of the Ghost game. Oh yeah, let's go pull up Steam. I'm gonna take a look at. What was I thinking of? Yeah, Baby Steps fully released. I think today. I think if that would be something that I'd actually be interested in playing, or if the idea of it sounds interesting. Because I liked the demo. I thought that was kind of fun. Steam Hands. Baby Steps? That was the one that you... Pretty sure you were talking about that you played? The one with the big guy and he's walking around and... Yeah, that just had its full release. Yeah, it just released, I think today, September 23rd? Yeah. For $17.99, so... It's cheap enough that I'm like, maybe I could just buy it and then try playing a little bit, but also I already have like a bunch of games I'm playing and I don't really know if this is something I want to add to that lexicon. Could always just read Homestuck. I'm really not in the mood to play Breath of Fire. Oh gosh, oh golly, oh gee, oh my, oh frick, oh frack. Maybe I'll do what I did yesterday. I'm gonna take I have so much stuff to do. I'm gonna take a break, and I'll probably come back in. Same thing I did yesterday. After a little while, I might just read some more Homestuck because that was pretty fun yesterday, and I did think that was felt like that was actually getting somewhere. So, but yeah, I think three, yeah, around 3 hours is kind of where I end up hitting my limit of like. Damn, I think I just need to move around or something. I need to like get up, walk around. Okay, yeah, I think that's what I'll do. All right, Liddy, I will probably see you later, especially if I'm reading Homestuck. Yeah, gotta get that stretch on. But if not, I will see you later. Probably in an hour or so. I don't know. We'll see.